Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Simply Nerdy. I'm your host, Steven. I'm joined today by Jack and Alex. And we're here to talk about our Donkey Kong Bananza impressions. So, we're going to dive right into it. Jack, what are your overall thoughts of an impression? I think, actually, you beat the game, right?
I beat the game.
You've beat it. Alex, have you beat the game?
No, but I'm getting close to the end.
Dang, I think I'm getting close, but I'm not sure. But so let's hear your overall impressions, Jack. Even though I know you've beaten it, but let's see what you think.
Ooh, I would say it's the best platformer. Well, I can't say it because the Astrobots last year, but they're different, I guess, in the platforming sense. I mean, Astrobots, an actual platform, there's a lot of action-oriented stuff, which you'll see at the end of the game. It has a really strong finish, so just look forward to that.
I am that.
But I like the game more than Mario Odyssey. I'll say that at least.
Whoa!
So, general impressions, I like it more than Odyssey. Put it up there. It's one of my favorite platformers in quite a while. It's just in the unique aspect and also just everything else. I thought the game really came well together. Good music. It visually looks impressive. You know, like, it's with this new, what do they call it? Like voxels? Yeah, voxels instead of pixels stuff. Like, the fact that they were able to get that to work on Switch 2 with full destruction as well as they did, I don't think the performance is an issue for me, because just, like I say, if there was a technical reason why there's performance issues, but it's just a bad game, optimized. No, it was a really good optimized game for the Switch 2. So the performance issues are in scope for it, I think. And I'm not really worried about future games having issues. So there I'll say performance and all that, I think it's all good. So overall impressions, I really love the game.
Love it, Jack.
I'll give it a banana out of 1,
Love it. How about you, Alex?
Before I start, you guys, if anybody watched the Simply Nerd video that was talking about this game coming, Anthony mentioned a lot of things, like worries he had, some critiques before he really invested time into it, and I agreed with everything he said, particularly about the destructible background. What do you call it? The destructible environment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was all about, like, ooh, a 3D Donkey Kong, and then when they showed that, I was like, this is like a different game pretending to be a platformer now. Like, I don't know what it was, just call me a boomer gamer, but I was like, this is like the whole Minecraft. I was like, that's just going to add a whole new level of tedious to just having to find things. But to my surprise, the destructible environment, I think, is fun. They did a good job. You don't feel forced to actually dig through everything. You kind of skip most of that stuff if you wanted to, but it's just kind of a thing you could do on the side. So that part, great. They did a good job. And plus, for people who are collectionists, whatever, that want to collect everything, man, they're going to be busy with this game for a while. There's a lot that you can collect, but I have enjoyed that way more than I thought I would. The mechanics are really fun. The game is really fun. I don't know if I would agree with Jack if I would choose this game over Odyssey, but I do think it's a good companion to Odyssey. I think to add to something that, and I swear that this is a made-up complaint. I swear this is like an AI thing. People complaining about Donkey Kong's new design. I just don't see the problem. Mm-hmm. I have been a Donkey Kong fan all the way till, 94? The Country came out. I've been a big Donkey Kong fan my whole life. And this design barely looks like anything much different. You can see there's a little bit of a different there, but characters and their design change has been a constant thing throughout gaming. Like, this is nothing new. And it's not even a brave, bold design change, other than the eyes are a little different. They just kind of made him fit the aesthetics of the game itself, which has its very own identity. This is the great part about the game, is it's got its own identity. It stands out from the whole franchise, and it's a really good reason to get a Switch 2 if you're looking for one. So I think the game is great. I'm enjoying it. The wife started playing it with me, and she loves it. So yeah, I think it's a fun game.
Yeah, and go back to Donkey Kong's design. The new design is a lot more expressive because what the heck are his old lips?
Yes.
They're like,
yes,
you can't use the expression of those old lips. It looks horrifying if you do, you know? You can see that in like the animated series. So,
we don't talk about the animated
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, just use that as a baseline of why his old model is horrifying kind of when you go too expressive with it.
Oh,
agreed.
I was gonna say one more thing. I was gonna talk about performance. So I saw the clickbait articles and I saw people talking about it, how like, oh, the Switch 2 is already being pushed to its limit. And so I went in a little skeptical, like, okay, let's see how this thing runs it. And I gotta tell you, man, the complaints were just pure clickbait. I am playing this game purely on dock. Apparently it runs better handheld. That's what I'm hearing. But I'm playing this game docked on a 4K TV. It's a 65-inch TV. It's 65-inch TV. It's 4K, and it's been running it great. Like people who are acting like there's just these big stutters and stuff, they're exaggerating so much. It's unreal. Like realistically, and this is the part that as gamers we need to remind ourselves, man. Because I was talking to Jack about this the other day. I've been playing. I pulled out my N64 and started playing Diddy Kong Racing, just kind of on the whim. Just felt like it, right? Then I was playing a Wii games on my Wii U, and I've been playing old games on the, what do they call it, the Nintendo Online Store of the Switch. And we have forgotten how much these old games, like when a lot happens, the frames drop, like they bog themselves down. This is a normal thing that happened in Super Nintendo. This happened also, ironically, in the Donkey Kong Countries quite a bit, actually, because those Donkey Kong Country games pushed the SNES to its limit. And then
sure.
Oh, they did. And then Donkey Kong 64, Diddy Kong Racing, all these good games were usually pushing the console to the limit. And Rareware usually were the kings at that. They put everything they could into these games. They never scrapped any content, right? And PlayStation 2, GameCube, all the consoles did it. We're living in an age where people are literally comparing everything to supercomputers. Like they're expecting 240 frames nonstop, and if it doesn't, it's a weak console. No, the performance is a weak argument for this game. The game runs great. Yes, if you just smashing through the mountain and 50,000 gold emblems fall out and you grab them all, the screen has a small stutter for like half a second, and that's it. But the complaints about the Switch 2 having trouble running this game, it's hyperbole. It's nonsense.
Yeah. So I totally agree with what you guys are saying.
Yeah, and ironically, Tropical Freeze is like the only one that doesn't drop at all, and that's a Switch game.
What do you? Well,
at first a Wii U game, and then it was a Switch game.
Yeah.
So, no, I will just piggyback off what you guys have said. A fantastic game. I'm also loving it. I even tried out the multiplayer aspect, and I have to say, it is a lot more fun. I mean, going back to the Odyssey comparison, it's a lot more fun to play 2-player in Donkey Kong Bananza than it is in Odyssey. I feel like there's a lot more for the second player to do, especially with the mouse controls. You can look with the mouse controls, you can copy any material in the level, and then you can shout different words and it will destroy some of the environment, and you can help Donkey Kong in his adventure. There is a way to troll, so Anthony was worried about trolling as the second player. Yes, that can happen. I did it to Austin in our release party video that you can look here in the corner in the card.
Yeah, I was watching that. It looked like chaos.
I was trying to be chaotic on purpose, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, performance has not been an issue for me either. I'm also on a 4K TV, 65-inch, and I play mostly docked as well, and I haven't had any major issues. Maybe a couple, like you said, Alex, with like a bunch of particles going on.
Sure.
But that only happens every now and then. Like it's not a problem at all.
It's
and
not
I'm very
something
impressed.
that's constant.
No. And going back to what you said also, Alex, like the destruction of the terrain is not necessary. Yes, it's there. You can do it, but you don't have to do it constantly to beat the game. It's not. You have to be doing this. You can get around it. Sure, there's parts of the level design where you need to do it to progress, but it's not like a ton, and you don't have to do it all the time.
So to add to that point, I was thinking, and probably maybe I'll speak for Anthony here, maybe he was thinking the same thing. We were thinking that the smashing the environment was something that you had to just constantly do to find basically stuff to progress.
Yes,
but
I did too.
What they really did was, yes, you will have to smash through some environment, but it's really, they added a way to add a new style of creativity to the platforming. So you have to smash through the environment to sometimes get to one place or to add environment to another piece, but it's part of the platforming. It creates this whole new style, which makes it stand out from other platformers.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're very creative in how they expect you to traverse around these levels. Even there are parts where you have to pick up a piece of terrain and ride on it in order to survive, which was a lot of fun. And it was this is just so great. Adds a whole new layer.
Yeah. It's not as much as Tears of the Kingdom, but it kind of reminded me of that, with like how you solve puzzles like in weird ways, and they give you so much leeway. So
it's like Tears of the Kingdom light.
Yeah,
like not as much leeway as Tears of the Kingdom, but it does add a lot of leeway that you can just go through the environments, jump around it. Like you watch some of the stuff, and I'm watching like Donkey's video. He's doing these jumps. I'm like, I never did that.
Right. But I guess that's the best part, is it doesn't really force you to do much.
Right.
Exactly. Kind of do it your own way.
So. I wanted to ask you guys about the power-ups and get your thoughts on the different kind of power-ups you get. Minus, we don't want to get into too spoilery because this is an impressions video. So I guess we'll go as far as Alex. How many power-ups have you got?
It's hard to say without having a scale of how much I should be getting at the end. Because I feel like the power-ups come pretty frequent. Mm-hmm. So there's that. And I don't mind the concept of the power-ups. It's kind of like a bonus to the whole philosophy of the game. The only part of the power-ups that, let me put it this way, some power-ups are just way more fun than others. So I guess that's my only gripe with it. It's not really so much of a gripe, it's just, I'll give you an example without spoiling anything. Like, one power-up allows you to, you mentioned how you can slide on that rock, which is a really fun way to be mobile in this game. One power-up allows you to basically slide your rock on the water. So I'm thinking, oh, cool, this is a way to really increase your mobility. But then another power-up just allows you to have a second apple juice or a third apple juice. And I'm like, that's not really fun. I only say that because I don't die much in this game. So I'm like, I can upgrade to another apple juice, but I don't use apple juices. So I ignore half the power-ups that I don't even think I'm going to use. Does that make sense?
Right. So you're talking about the skill tree.
Yeah. And I was talking about the skill tree the whole time.
You were talking about the skill tree. I'm talking about the different... Yes, those do come up often. And I do want to get into that, too.
We're talking about the skill tree right now, because that's what I opened up. We're talking about the skill tree. So there you go. My thoughts are the skill tree's fine. I have no problem with it. But it's nothing that I say stands out as amazing or anything. So
Right. But I do like the power-ups that they offer you in that skill tree.
So, power-ups. Okay. Well, we could talk about... I could talk about a power
transformations. I guess
because they showed that in all the trailers.
Yeah, so not all of the forms.
Some of them.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Because I went up to the ostrich.
No, you're right. I discovered through clickbaits today that there's a form I won't mention, but I had something spoiled to me today. So I know, right? So, but I will say, everyone's familiar with. We'll call it the Super Saiyan monkey. It's where Donkey Kong just gets way stronger and more powerful.
Yes.
And that's fun. I have mixed feelings about it, though, because I think it's fun when you turn it on. Question, can I turn it off?
Yes. You just beat your chest again.
I swear I tried that and it didn't work, but
You have to hold it for a little while.
okay.
Yeah, you have to
A few
hold it for a
seconds.
second.
I have had mixed feelings because every time I turn it on, when I use what I needed for, I just sat and waited for it to burn out.
Oh,
So with that said, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the power-ups. I think they're fun, but I will say this: the game has given me a really funny perspective. Whenever you come across a big bad, we're talking legit boss fights. I'm like, and I tell my wife, I'm like, watch this. I'm just gonna straight up global, like mongoloid this. I turn into the Super Saiyan monkey. And I'm like blindfolded beating these bosses. These fights were made for like their 10-year-old audience, I swear. That's kind of a critique. But then I did a fight the other day that gave me that was all of a sudden way more challenging because it required a mechanic that the others didn't. So it's been fun.
I have died in boss fights.
Okay.
That did get more challenging in the end, but yes, they were very easy.
But some of the boss fights are so easy, it's almost laughable.
Sure.
Yeah, they start steadily increasing until like the end boss, and it's actually a little difficult.
Okay.
There's one power up, one transformation that I do not like at all, and I don't see myself using it much either. But it without giving you spoilers away, it basically is another way to get rid of terrain without the joy of smashing things.
Dude, what are you talking about? That form's amazing. You,
I don't like it.
You can clear out an entire map of it, dude.
Sure, but it's not fun. It's not
Hey, that's fun. Clearing out an entire map is fun.
No, it's fun when you get to hit things and see it all explode, but there's no joy. There's no joy in that form. I don't know. Mixed feelings about that one.
I was gonna add to Steven's point is there's something fun about just sometimes you just get caught in the moment of just breaking everything. And obviously I knew it wouldn't work, but I was like, man, this game is gonna get a huge bonus if it does what I think it does. And there's a level where there's like this giant arch, so I broke apart both sides to see if the arch would fall, but it just set up floating. I'm like, nah, there's no way.
That's what Anthony would call the Minecraft physics.
Yeah,
which is why he's not a Minecraft fan. He's like, that would fall, that should fall.
Yeah, so just if anybody's watching,
one of the many reasons he doesn't like Minecraft.
Yeah.
But anyway,
yeah, just for anybody that's watching, the physics, if you put something underneath it, there's no like gravity physics on anything. So
right. That would add a whole new level of complex.
That would be so cool.
Complexities,
awesome.
Yeah, that's
so the problem is I think like no other game that uses voxels does that because it's way too intensive. Like not even No Man's Sky does it.
Can you imagine like digging a hole and then accidentally like trimming a little too much and the whole layer just falls on top of you again? Oops.
I know the physics and mechanics exist out there, but like it's like what Jack says, we'll see it more in the future when it's a lot easier to run these games.
Yes.
But not right now.
No. It's it'd be too complex, too heavy.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys want to say about this game? Because I feel like overall we're pretty positive about this.
I'd say we are pretty positive. What are your guys' thought on... Let me ask this. What are your thought on, what's her name, Pauline? Do you feel like she was a forced insert, or does she fit in the game?
I think she fit in the game. I thought it was kind of endearing, the relationship between DK and Pauline, but obviously I got to the end of the game, so...
True,
you'll kind of see more.
Yeah, I honestly don't know if I've seen enough to be able to answer that question yet. But I feel like she fits in for now, but I could see why you're thinking that she might have been forced.
I don't want to just go straight to that mindset. Let's just say we all thought it when they revealed it was just out of nowhere. It was out of nowhere, and it was like, okay, so this is the Odyssey team. Is this their way of trying to link the worlds, or did the director have a weird vision in mind? Because the funniest comment that I can never get out of my head now is people like, man, the director of this game watched Wreck-It Ralph, and he's like, I got an idea. There's definitely some Wreck-It Ralph vibes going on in this
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, that probably was an inspiration. Let's just be honest. Even
I've
if it
seen
was
some memes about
subconscious.
that too.
Yeah.
There's
So-
definitely been memes.
But I will say this. This is one thing that I think Nintendo has been lacking on, and it's only adding to the narrative. I think Nintendo needs to really kind of start jumping onto going into full voice acting in their games. Like
Agreed.
all the other AAA games are doing. It's funny because we were talking about this in the modern Zelda games, Zelda and some characters actually are fully voice acted. But then they still got the occasional just read the text. Pauline adds that modern feel of a fully voiced character. But then
True.
you get into the characters who start again. I'm just like, man,
Yes.
you guys are like halfway there.
Yes,
You're
yes.
getting there.
Yeah.
You're getting better, but
I mean, I guess can't be like mad that these animals aren't talking. So,
That's
I-
true.
I
mean,
guess.
I guess
I'm-
to be fair.
I don't know if people would be cool if Donkey Kong talked, because he did in the
Yeah.
TV show.
and in the movie.
He's saying in the TV
He did
show,
talk
you know?
in the movie. You're right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. I guess
Come
it
on,
could happen.
Nintendo, talking protagonist. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
So are you saying
Only
they
if-
need to bring Seth Rogen back?
There
No,
he comes.
they
I didn't
bring
say
back
that.
the singer for the DK TV show back. That's what they need to bring back.
So, but speaking of singing, that's the last thing I want to touch on before we wrapped up because we've been going for 25 minutes now. But the music in this game is crazy good.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying. Nintendo, where are the soundtracks for Donkey Kong Bananza and Mario Kart World in your Nintendo Music app? Where are they? Because for real, they are so good, and I cannot wait to stream them and listen to them.
I know. I
They're
always
so
think
good.
of that. I'm like, geez, if only there was a service Nintendo had, they can just put their new games on, maybe if they don't want, maybe
want
they
the
can even
spoilers.
add a thing where, like, you can stream it only if you bought the game. Like, dang,
Right.
if only if they
Well,
had
they-
that capability or something,
They have the capability.
Or they could just
of,
put it
like,
on
avoid
iTunes so I can
spoilers.
buy it.
Yes. Either one.
That's weird
Either
because
one.
the game was actually advertised on being like big into music.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So
The tracks are so good. I've been impressed with the soundtracks that Nintendo's been putting out so
Well,
far.
like, I guess
the
it's
Nintendo
already
Switch.
all on YouTube anyway, so I'm like,
That's fair. I don't know how they do
just
it, but
listen
somehow.
there.
I was gonna say
Until
people do
Nintendo
it.
takes it down.
it's weird that your idea was buy the game, give you the soundtrack, because that's exactly what they did with the new Doom game.
Yep.
Ah,
At least for people like me who got the collector's edition.
that's right. You got the collector's
I got the
edition.
collector's
You fit.
edition, so but it's available.
True.
If I could say one more thing, can I say one more thing?
Say one more thing.
I have
No, you
only
can't.
one disappointment, and maybe it'll correct itself. Is every time you come across Cranky, and Cranky's with Ramby, Cranky just tells you a funny story, gives you a banana. I'm like, I've been expecting to ride Ramby because I've been seeing pictures of him riding Ramby, and I have yet to be able to ride Ramby.
Hmm.
That's it.
That is a typical Donkey Kong thing to do in Donkey
Yeah.
Kong games. Absolutely. But yeah,
I haven't beat the game yet, so I'm gonna stop saying something.
Yep, my lips
Yep.
are sealed.
my lips are sealed as well.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm just kidding. All right. Well, I think that wraps up our thoughts of our impressions of the game, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, let us know down in the comments what you think of Donkey Kong Bonanza, and if you have motion sickness. Supposedly, there's been some motion sickness, and we forgot to mention. If you get motion sickness while you're playing this game, I'm really sorry, but let us know in the comments below if you're one of them. I do not get sick playing this game. I'm one of the.
Supposedly
I'm really-
turning off screen shake helps with that a little bit.
Yes, it helps
Anybody
that a
does get
little bit. But yeah, let us know what your thoughts are. And if you like this content, please be sure to subscribe, like, and ring the notification bell so you're notified whenever we have another episode go live. We have a whole bunch we got to do. We're very behind on content, so we're going to be pumping content out for a little bit. catching up on our movie reviews, and all kinds of other things coming your way. So, until next time, everyone, keep it nerdy.
Nerdy.